Hello, everybody. I'm Anthony, along with Chris, Leon, and Marco, and this is episode 63 of Hard Knock Hawks, the podcast where we talk about our favorite NBA team, the Atlanta Hawks, and sometimes other stuff in the NBA too. Before we start, we would like to remind you all to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast and channel to help us grow. We would appreciate it. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the Hawks continuing their win streak. Last time we recorded, it was at 6 games. Now it's at 11 games. The last time we had an 11-game win streak was in 2014, 2015. That was the year the Hawks won 60 games and famously won every game in the month of January 2015. The Hawks are currently 38-31, 7 games above 500. The first time the Hawks achieved that record since the ECF year of 2020 and 2021. So the Hawks are just achieving all kinds of records. Plus, the Hawks currently have the third best defense and the fifth best offense in the last 2 weeks, according to Clean the Glass. So the Hawks have been playing insane. They're achieving new heights that they haven't done in literally years. So I'm going to start with you, Leon, since you weren't here like in the last episode. What's your general thoughts on the Hawks win streak?
Yeah, man, they look like they're having fun. They're playing together. You got a decent backup for Onyeka Okongwu and Jock Landale. See CJ McCollum is kind of like the scorer of the group. Nikhil's been out of his mind, both sides of the floor. Dyson's finally figured out, how to kind of low manage himself to be impactful on both sides of the ball. Onyeka's got his legs back under him, and his teeth back in place. So, the Hawks are rolling. Obviously, Kuminga has come in and exploded onto the scene.
Bro.
His games where he's played well. And the games where he's played well. But I was just looking at something specifically when it comes to him is the four factors being, true shooting slash effective field goal percentage, turnover rate, offensive rebound or defensive rebound rate on the other side of the floor, and free throw rate. He positively impacts free throw rate and offensive rebound rate for us at an extremely high level. And those are the two of the four factors where the Hawks on the season have been quite bad. As you know, not a lot of guys on this team get to the line at a high level, and we don't rebound very well overall. Obviously, since the break and during the streak, we've been very good rebounding on both sides of the ball, and we've gotten to the line just a little bit more than we have in the past. So it's nice to see the guys playing basketball together. I love the way the ball's jumping around. I love the movement. I love the buy-in from all the guys. And I don't care who we're playing. It's hard to win basketball games in the NBA. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Marco, what's your thoughts since you also weren't here last week?
In my defense, I was not informed that we were doing the episode last week. You kind of forgot that I can't see the chat anymore.
Oh yeah,
you're not on the stand or anything.
Yeah, you're not on the stand. I understand. You're good. I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Everybody was accusing you of anything.
I'm beefing with Ant right now, so whatever can get me.
Listen, okay. You know what? God,
so whatever gets me up afloat right now. But
all right.
This is fun basketball, man. That's 11 wins. I don't care who the teams are. I don't care what's going on. Winning 11 wins in a row is not an easy feat. I don't care what anybody says. These are teams that the Hawks have struggled with in the past 2 seasons too, as well. Like, pretty sure the Hornets swept us last year or something like that. And it's like we just struggle with these teams. So it's fun basketball. Everybody's playing as a complete unit. Even CJ's adjusted to Quinn's basketball. You got to give your props to Quinn too. Quinn is literally making the game easy for them. This whole type of thing. He just makes offense easy. Like being first in assists, like 30, I think it's actually raised now, like 31 or something like that. Being first in assists without Trae Young is always a big thing because that was our engine. So that was the thing. So Quinn is making it easy for the guys to go out and win. The newer additions, they fit right in with Jock. Jock hasn't had a as pretty game as his first game back, but he's been a solid rotational player. Kuminga, is still finding his way in, but he's kind of letting the game come to him on top of things. So, fun basketball. I can't complain. We're going to get number 12 whenever this goes up by tomorrow as the time we're recording this. What about you, Chris? How you feeling about this good basketball action?
It's good hoops to watch, man. Me and Ant, on our alone.
Yeah,
earlier in the season
on our own.
Talked about how competitive this team had been.
Or your solo pod or your duo pod.
Yeah, our dialogue. Yeah, no, they've been competing all year, man. These dudes have been grinding. I feel like Dyson has been a real culture setter for this team. Like the way he works, like everybody kind of has bought in around that. Jalen has really stepped up as like the leader, and I feel like they're like bought into that, right? And when everybody's like in their role that they like you can see it, man. And these dudes are hooping, bro. And this is a team like I don't care, like Marco said, like I don't care who you're playing. Like everybody plays these teams, right? Everybody's supposed to beat them. These teams win games, right? They don't go 0-82. So they catching people slipping every night or every other night. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the Hawks used to get beat by these teams. So blowing bad teams out, I think they won every game by like 9 points, right? So it's not like they're squeaking them out. There's no game winners in Utah right now, right? They're not having like back and forth possessions at the end of games where they're trying to like really grind these things out. They've been blowing teams away. So that's what you want to see. They're when you play a bunch of shitty teams, you want to look like the number one team in basketball. And the Hawks, like all the ratings and stuff say the Hawks are playing their asses off right now. So yeah, I love it. I love seeing JK and Jalen and all these guys running and I want to see Jonathan get healthier. I think Zach's in a role that kind of fits where he's at right now. And Nah and these guys, I think they're really stepping up. CJ, when he came in, I think he thought he had to do more. But I think lately the guys have been stepping up and he's kind of dialed it back. So I think that they're finding a good rhythm and it's one of the best starting lineups in the game right now.
Yeah, I just think like 2 months ago, the entire fan base was we were just in a massive doom hole, right? We were just dooming and just in despair, like, and now we're here, like 11 games. We achieved something that has never. Well, majority of the people I've seen were freaking out, and just to see like the massive improvement that this team has done after the All-Star break, I think it's just really incredible. And I think a lot of props go to all the players, to Quinn. Like you can't really say anything bad about Quinn anymore. I think there's a real chance he probably gets like Coach of the Year after this, potentially, even though I'm not gonna lie. You disagree with that, Leon? Or I mean, I don't know. It's just
I mean it's a media award. And you see what the media has been saying, so you know.
I feel, coach, I think.
Yeah, probably. Maybe Spurs. I feel like because they've been playing really well.
Yeah, but like, them or Detroit, them or yeah.
I was gonna say Hornets too, but
Charles Lee might be in contention, but Cade's injury might hurt Pistons' chance because I feel like they might lose a lot of games.
Yeah,
but like it's bad teams.
Yeah. This is just a really incredible turnaround, and the fact that we're probably gonna end the season doing something that we literally haven't done in literally 5 years, despite all the turmoil, which is just be above 500, like 4 or 5 games above 500 since we've been to Eastern Conference Finals, and that's just a huge accomplishment, and I'm just kind of shocked. And I'm just really proud of just what has gone on with the season so far.
All hail King Ansi.
Yep. Ansi's solid. I think he's probably good. He's executive of the year, 100%. Like he
all guy I trust.
Yeah, like he's awesome, man. Like I think he's made like a bunch of great moves, even if I disagree with some of them, but like
difficult moves.
You know,
he didn't make desperation trade when like the Hawks were failing.
Yeah.
And we talked, I think around that time, I was like, we'll see like how bad he lets it get before he like makes a move, and he just waited it out, man, and got his move. So
hey man, he legit turned water into wine. You got off of KP and got an actual player that plays. Like Landry not doing that, man. Like
he got a decent backup center for just cash. That's important to mention.
From a team that he was that you were gonna play the next day, and he pulled up in the Jeep and dropped 26 on him.
Yeah,
like it's just you can't write that
2
stuff,
seconds
man.
for Veet as well. Like
yeah,
we'll
like
hang the banner.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that. But it's just you're just like extracting value from guys, adding to the treasure chest. I don't know if y'all forgot we spent 5 second-round picks on Sadiq Base, so that second-round pick chest was quite depleted 3 months ago. And now you just kind of recoup 3. And I think another thing with bringing in Gabe specifically for Luke Kennard and then trading Veet for the 2 seconds as well is what it allowed you to do was as the season went on, you realized, okay, Nickeil Alexander-Walker can get up 15 threes and he might hit 9 of them. And on a bad night, he's going to hit like 5 of them. So I don't necessarily need Luke Kennard to, well, I don't need to beg Luke Kennard to take 5 threes in a game anymore. I just need somebody who can, set the defensive floor and run a little bit of offense, right? And I think that's like a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people didn't like that because they saw what Lakers fans used to say about Gabe Vincent and what Heat fans said about Gabe Vincent after his miracle finals run. But I mean, I think Gabe in the limited minutes he's played has been good for us. He adds some defensive pressure. He's on time. He's a vet. He's a leader. He knows what he's doing. So, it's the small moves, man. It's the margin moves. It's what happens in the dark, right? It's the moves nobody remembers that really helps catapult you into like real contention.
And yeah, I mean, I like Leon said, he's just helping improve this team on the margins so much. It's just pushing this team forward. And I think that's why we have this win streak right now. And obviously Quinn has adjusted the rotations a lot too. And that's been like getting praise from like the whole fan base, including a certain player getting benched and not getting many minutes sometimes, like Ricochet, which I was surprised, like especially like during the Orlando game where I think he only played like 12 minutes in, and as soon as I saw him get like benched away, I'm just like, oh, Quinn wants to win. He's treating this like a playoff game. Like it's like no mistakes. We
kind of found out that they want to win today from our
like
Jake
that.
The Hawks are slick in the playoffs already. Yeah, like, when you're in that situation, the Hawks
he treated like some of these games like layoff games. So I'm like, okay, yeah, like Quinn is like, especially with the lineup changes that we mentioned before, like, yeah, they're getting ready. They're going full steam ahead.
Yeah, Onzi told Kuminga they want to win.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody wants to. Well, not everybody.
Right. Well, they want to win this season. A lot of people, were
the Pacers don't want to win this season.
Well, I think we talked about how like it's not like the Hawks didn't want to win games. Like they obviously were trying to win, but Onsi wasn't going to make a desperation trade.
Yeah.
Focused on this season, right? I think people have issues compartmentalizing that, right? Where it's like, oh, you're not going all in on this year, so it means you don't want to win. But it's just like, no, like these picks are not meant for now, right? Even they might even just empty the clip this summer, but it's literally just wasn't for this season, and it played out perfectly. The guys have really taken off.
But now I'm going to ask a more important question. So we're on an 11-game win streak right now. So when do you guys think the win streak will end? So the next game, so we're recording right now, it's 11:59, so it's going to be Friday. We're playing against the Rockets. And the next 2 games after that is Golden State and Memphis. It's going to be an interesting schedule afterwards as well because it's going to be, I will say, much harder because we're going to be playing Detroit, Boston again, Orlando, and then Cleveland, New York a few times to basically just wrap up the season. So just looking at the schedule, when do you guys think the win streak may possibly end? And if you want me to read out the schedule, I can. I'm going to start with you, Marco.
I want to point out the one time we have played the Rockets so far. That was without Jalen and Onyeka. That was with a freshly acquired CJ and Corey. So I'm not counting that game. We punted it because once Jalen and Onyeka were hurt, it was literally no reason to try to like just put anybody else in harm's way. It was whatever. So, and for context, Rockets are like 4-6 in their last 10. They have not been a good basketball team. Carmelo Anthony tried to hype them up, and he couldn't do it with a straight face.
That was hilarious.
So, like, I'm not trying to discredit what they are because they still are a good team on paper, and MA is still a good coach on paper. So, you know, it can go either way. But with how the Hawks have been playing, like, we have the best starting five lineup right now from a net rating perspective, and we're literally like no lower than 3 in most categories since All-Star break. So I feel like you win this game, you got a good. Is Golden State, then Memphis, then
Detroit, Boston,
Detroit without Cade,
Sacramento, Boston, Orlando, Brooklyn.
Like you gotta you win against Houston, that streak going for a little bit longer. So, and like I say, no Cade either. Was sad what happened to my boy. That's still one of my players I follow. But you might. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon.
Too. Am I next?
You can go ahead. Yeah.
Well, there's about 13 games left in the season, so I think winning streak ends. Is this regular season only? Does the playoffs count for the winning streak?
Yeah, regular season only.
Regular season only.
Yeah, we're only.
I mean, I think they might have another like 15, 16 games, but they might go in the next season, dog. I don't know who's stopping this team right now. Realistically, Boston probably the first team that would really be a speed bump. But this Hawks team is really tough matchup for a lot of people because of what they do with their 4 and 5, and it really just ruins your scheme because of Jalen on ball. You want that 4 helping a lot of people. Onyeka is shooting threes, and you want that 5 protecting the rim. So I think it's going to be tough for a lot of teams to match up with the Hawks down the stretch. They got a lot of offense right now. The guys are hitting shots. So I see another, it might go to the Boston game back here. They might drop it. But, with shooting variance, you never know. They could lose it any time. But, yeah, I'm going to say the second Boston game just for fun.
What do you say, Leon?
Honestly, man, I hate to say it, but I think the Rockets are starving right now.
Yeah.
I think the Rockets are starving. I'm sure Ime is tearing them the newest hole ever right now. They've lost 3 in a row. Back-to-back to the Lakers. Luka just dropped 60 on them. Oh, wait. It was tonight? So they got a back-to-back?
Let me check.
That game was tonight, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
it was.
Right?
Check it right now. Check it right
now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
no,
yeah. And
that game was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't play.
Who did the Lakers play tonight? Oh, the Heat. They played the Heat tonight. Never mind.
They played the Heat.
Yeah, I just.
They barely beat the Pelicans.
Yeah, but just.
The Pelicans have been.
I just feel like they're starving. I just feel like
man, get out of here.
I just think I hate to say it. I hate to say I don't want this to be like if they had won their last 2 games, I would say the Hawks could beat them. Will beat them, and I think they can beat them. Like I don't think it's like they can't beat the Rockets. I just think that Capella versus Landale is going to be a nasty matchup. I think with no Kuminga. I think with no Kuminga, that Coach Schneider is going to go to his most annoying tendency and give Corey Kispert more minutes than Zachary Richey, and
we're gonna see Kispert and Lockdale.
And then Tari Eason hasn't made a jump shot in
I'm ready for that magnet ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Tyson Daniels about to be sharing Kevin Durant's jersey.
It just feels like Tari Eason's about to go for 30, bro. I'm
Johnson
pessimistic.
got Tari Eason locked up, bro.
I feel like I gotta be pessimistic today.
We helping off him in the corner, bro.
I just feel like I gotta be pessimistic. I feel like no. But
I
think
you want to be Ant tonight.
No, I don't really believe that. I think we're gonna beat the Rockets for real. I think the next Boston game is a good spot, or like you said, the second Boston game is a good spot. With no Cade, Detroit's definitely beatable. I'm not scared of Marcus Sasser. I know Dyson Daniels is not scared of Marcus Sasser, so and Dennis Jenkins. So yeah, I think V Krejci started in the last Rockets game. So like they haven't even seen these Hawks.
Yeah, they legit.
Yeah, they haven't like I can't even remember the last time they saw Jalen Johnson. So
preseason.
Yeah. Preseason. Facts. So they haven't seen these Hawks. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like there's probably, I'll be different. I'll just say the first Boston game. I feel like Missoula's like an evil genius and he wants to crush. He'll probably just want to crush us because we'll be on the streak. So I'll say the first one.
I'm gonna say the Rockets game. I just have such a bad feeling about that game. I don't know, man. It's just like I'm looking at like some of the stats and they have been playing like terribly over the last few weeks, but it's just like I know they're not this bad, and it wouldn't really surprise me if all of a sudden they just, if this was their like comeback game.
I mean, like KD, that locker room probably cooked because
that is true.
Such a different team with like
it is a different team
without Steven Adams. I feel like they lose a lot of that.
I feel like the game could
lose a lot of everything. Like people don't realize how important those screening, rebounding bigs are. They just don't get it. Like the casual fan just doesn't understand.
Yeah, I mean, and now they got to use Sengun at the 5 way more than they want to. They were going to be ultra big, but now they can't really do that as well. So
yeah, now they do it with Capella.
Yeah,
and we already know what that means. And like it's cute, like it's nice when Capella's like your third center. He just come in and wreck stuff. But like he's been playing basketball the last couple of weeks, so
yeah, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 22, 24.
Yeah, now you're just missing shots at the rim. Now there's help at the rim every time and all that stuff. Hawks fans know this very well. This very well. Oh yeah, I also want to say like I think the Pelicans might catch the Bucks, bro.
That I feel like
have 25 wins and the Bucks have 28, dude.
I feel we should just talk about. Let's just talk about the Pelicans and Bucks pick for a second, because I think that is probably.
I
was always willing to trade it.
Dejounte Murray is not on your side, bro. He is doing this to us specifically, bro. He is doing. I want y'all to know. Understand this right here.
I mean,
Dejounte
Murray is doing this to you. He's doing this to you.
He used to search tweets and found me and block me, so I'm sure it was literally one of my
teams. Bro. Like he's doing this to you, bro.
He'd be all right, man.
You think he did all that against the Raptors?
One of them dudes is getting hurt, bro. There's too many games left. Like there's too much.
They might shut them down eventually, though.
I mean, they're not. They're not.
I'm gonna say
the Pelicans don't make smart.
They're gonna be making them play extra minutes, bro. They're trying to chase wins.
My mind went to the Bucks. I thought we were talking about Bucks.
So so the Pelicans pick right now is at 7. The Bucks pick is at 10. So
yeah, that's probably at the end of the season. That's probably going to be flipped.
Oh my god, you think it's going to be flipped? Like,
I mean, it all depends, because I know we've all seen the reports. Bucks management and Giannis are at odds on whether he should play again. If they actually shut Giannis down, it'll for sure be flipped, at least. But like the problem is, like, once you get past 7, like those teams under 7, like they are actively like
taking. They're taking.
Yes.
Yeah, no one behind you is gonna catch you, right? You're only pulling away from
like you're not catching. Yeah, like they're not gonna catch any of those teams because none of those teams are like fighting. You know, like they're just not putting up fights.
Mhm.
So, because like who's 6? The Jazz, right? It's like Jazz.
It's Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas
it's
is 6.
Pacers. Yeah.
I mean, like I think Dallas will
Dallas is
like in like
trying.
a week or two. Yeah, like they're kind of trying, but I feel like in like a week or two, like they're gonna stop playing guys.
They just have
Yeah.
a rookie in charge.
Like, because at some point, because like, I ain't gonna lie, I can't remember what play it was. Oh yeah, when Kuminga hit that 75-foot shot.
Yeah.
I saw in Chris, like they showed the other side, like right under the goal. I saw in Chris Middleton's eyes that he was done playing for that team, bro. He's done. So like he looks like that a lot, but like bro was like, yo, we let Kuminga do this, bro. Kuminga. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They I think they're gonna start sitting guys soon. Yeah, so like I said, like because it's Dallas, Utah, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the Pacers down there, Wizards down there, Kings down there, Nets down there, right? Right. Yeah, none of those teams are actively trying to win any games. So
It's time, man. This is move up territory. You don't want to be at the top, man. Sitting ducks. You want to be at the top.
Legendary.
Pistons were like the worst record in the league for like fifth pick over and over. So.
Fifth pick. Worked out. They got Asar Thompson.
Yeah, they got a lot of athletes.
Yeah, man.
A lot of American muscle around Cade. Talking about these Euros.
Yeah, it's just I just don't like. I really just don't understand like the New Orleans strategy. I don't know.
I mean, what do you mean?
Screw us, man.
They're not like, getting like they're not. They don't get anything out of losing. So why would they not try to win?
I mean, I don't know.
But what's funny is they're not even playing their rookies like much.
Like
I mean, like, I feel like their eyes are they're playing. They in their mind they're probably like, okay, our rookies have played enough type shit.
They hit the wall.
That's what I mean, yeah. Well, you know, I believe
had a minutes restriction on them.
Yeah, I believe in a rookie wall, but like they're also just not that good.
It's true.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, DeJounte Murray, he's doing this to you, Hawks fans. He's doing this to you. Yeah. He's trying to rob you of rainbow face.
If you didn't have a reason to dislike him now, you got one.
I'm telling you, bro. It's, it's crazy. Like, cause like it's the former Hawks that are doing this, bro. Like legit. Like no Sadiq Bey, no DeJounte Murray, bro. This team still has 18 wins. I swear.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But I'm not too worried about the odds, man. We jumped from 10 to first, you know.
Yeah,
we've seen worse.
Well, we've seen worse. You know why that? Well, you know.
But even prior to us, we've seen worse. So I'm not. You're not.
You know what that was about, though.
I'm not worried about it.
I've already.
We're always gonna have to win the lottery.
We gave up talking about Magic City, man. He got a rock with us, man.
Talking about fractions of points for one. Because people talk about like what it is for like the top four, and they always combine it. But it's like even if you're 1 through 3, it's flat, or it's like 14% chance at 1, like which is 86% chance that you're getting fucked. So it really doesn't matter where you are.
Listen, right? I mean, you would rather have that 14% chance, though.
I mean, like, but the Hawks do have a 14%.
I mean, the Wizards have had 14% chance the last 4 years and have not got anything for it.
Like we got 2 in the chamber though. Like y'all be
it's basically the same thing.
So it's like for every it could be, and the funny thing is like because the picks are clearly at this point they're gonna be close. How close they're gonna be, I don't know, but they're clearly gonna be close. Like it's gonna be so funny on lottery day.
Man,
because once you pass 10, because like it'll be hilarious because we'll get to 8.
Pelicans and Bucks,
right? Yeah, right. You feel me?
One of them disappear.
Let's say the odds stay where they are right now. If you get to 8 and you haven't hurt either of those teams,
you're in the top 4.
Oh, yes.
You don't even care. You don't even care what happens at 7. Like you just don't care. Like you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, for anyone that's like,
see how it plays out.
Anyone that's like stressing about the odds. There is no good place to be in the draft. I just want everyone to understand that. Like, there's no.
I mean, at the end of the day, my stance always is that good front offices can extract value no matter where they're picking. So
yeah, absolutely.
Because like clearly the Memphis Grizzlies don't give a fuck where they're picking. They're going to get a good basketball player. Mm-hmm. There's no reason we can't do that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's talk about Kuminga for a minute, because there have been rumors about him potentially being for a long-term extension, and I'm gonna start with you.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Yes, Chris. I'll start with you, Chris. It's you're apparently really happy about it. So what's your thoughts on him potentially rejecting that his team option and potentially maybe signing up for a long-term option, as I messed up that segue.
I mean, it's all good. I think it's really good for this team. The Hawks really needed a forward like Kuminga that has like the frame and the physicality. Like, if nothing else, they needed a big swole forward that they can put on the other big swole forwards like that they play. You don't want to be matchup vulnerable, right? You don't want to have some big mountain troll come in and just lean on double O all game, and like you want to have another body to throw at that guy. So when big dudes are coming in and you're having Dyson have to defend everyone, that's a lot, dog. So JK coming in and us locking up a forward like that is great. It means you don't have to really reach in the draft. I think you can kind of just you're filling holes and spots on your roster that you needed to, so you can really do more BPA like everybody wants, right? You can kind of do what you need. But yeah, I was a big Kuminga guy coming in, so seeing him have some success with the Hawks is great. I felt like so many people fit this right. As long as you're willing to move the ball, like you kind of fit this offense. And he's a guy that especially, it was a positional need, it was a skill set need. He like Leon talked about earlier with the 4 factors, right? The rebounding rate, we needed rebounding forward. We needed to get someone that could get to the free throw line. We needed some rim pressure, anyone that could finish through or above, like the guy at the rim, all that. And then he's been hitting his corner threes, bro. So there's really not too much more I got to ask from him offensively. Like, if you do all that, like you can take your 2-3 middies like that you really want. Like, honestly, I really like him posting up the point guard on the other team last night and looking for a shot, right? Like, if they're going to give you that one-on-one, take it, because if you hit it, they're going to double next time, and now we might get a 3. So he's a guy that really increases our options. He's not like a primary or secondary ball handler, really, but he's a guy that can handle the ball some, and he's been making some passes. He's been initiating some actions and being the screener, handoff guy. So we're seeing him kind of be on both sides of it. I'm excited about the future, and he's 23 years old, man. So this is a guy that can really grow with Jalen and Dyson, and next step, Leon.
Here's the thing about Kuminga. When he does things, the defense reacts, bro. They react like they react because they know once he gets into that paint, if there's nobody there, if there's
it's gonna be a sports center.
No, you feel me? If there's nobody there, you're going at SC top. They start hearing it. They start hearing that shit. Like, so you gotta put he's the kind of guy you have to put a body on. Like, if he gets in the paint and there's nobody there, you're not gonna be able to rotate late and hope you can catch his push shot. No, you're gonna rotate late and get pushed your wrist pushed back into the rim. And the guys don't want that. They making business decisions, and when you got him out there with Jalen, man, that's a lot of
business decisions.
Yeah, that's a lot of business decisions to make, man. And they played a little bit together against the Mavs. You could tell they're trying to get them used to playing with each other, and that's probably going to take a little bit more time than we have this season, to be honest. Especially considering his on and off, availability because of the knee. But man, as far as the extension is concerned, Talk to me when the season's over. It's an interesting spot, right? It's an interesting spot because he's really young, like Chris said. There's a number that I'm not. Well, I wouldn't give him more AAV than he would be getting next year. That 24.3, I'm not going above that. But if you want to take like 485, 4 by 85, okay. I mean, it's
20 to 24.
You feel me? That's the range. That's the range. I know you're not taking less than 20 because you're better than that. You're better than that, like clearly. And another team would give you more than that. But like he looks happy. He looks happy to be on a team where he could take his middies. And it's interesting because I was telling people when Quinn's first year, they were like, oh no, he wouldn't let anybody take middies. He ruined this player because he didn't let him take middies. He ruined Trey or Onyeka because he didn't let him take mid-range shots. He was trying to hammer home his principles. He wanted guys to be ready and prepared and understand what he was trying to do. And as you've seen, as the years have gone on, you've seen him allow more guys to take more middies, right? You went and got Kristaps, even when he was here, takes a lot of post-up middies. He lets CJ take his middies, lets Nall take his middies when the defense is giving you that. Because, I think he has shown a little bit of malleability in this way because as last season he learned that teams were just going because they understand the principles that you put in place. Teams are just going to be like, okay, once you get past the 3-point line, I'm at the rim now because I know your coach is not allowing you to take mid-range shots. They say, okay, so now I need players who can actually make those shots. So we got players who can make those shots. Nikhil's been incredible. But back to Kuminga, like you said, like it's just like it's a culture thing too. Like he's clearly a dog. Like and JJ said it. He's like a dog ready to be unleashed. Like I don't know, man. Like that just gets me hyped. I hate to say it. Like, they don't like, like it's guys don't. Guys don't say that about everybody, and they also don't say that about guys. Like when it's a guy that's just on the team, they're like, yeah, blah blah blah, roll, blah blah blah, confidence, blah blah blah. No, he's a dog ready to be unleashed, and I can't wait. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what it is, bro. Like, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. And he does get a little ball stoppy, and I understand if you don't like that, but I mean, he knows how to move the ball. Thankfully, like Steve Kerr cannot like him all he wants to. Also, Steve Kerr, when I find you, hey, don't you talk to Will Riker like that, bro. That's my boy. So don't you talk to Will like that. Don't you talk to Will like that, because Pa's out there doing whatever. Anyways. Thanks for coaching him up for real. Like we'll reap all the benefits. I'll take it. Chris been banging this drum for a couple years. I know he was excited. Like he got back to the chat late off that. He touchdown like Thor in Infinity War. Like just you guys are so screwed now. so as far as extensions, like I said, somewhere between 20 and 24. And I'm just, I'm looking forward to see what all of a sudden, you bring him back next year. You got 3 decent wings. Yeah. If you average it out. Marco?
6'7" to 6'9".
Can I ask you those 3 decent wings would be, please?
Oh my God.
What do you say?
God, we'll get to that in a minute. But, yeah, Kuminga's been a fun watch, man. Like that guy's he's giving me that showiness that I'll miss with Trey. Like he legit does have that performer mentality that like really gets you, because he did not have to do that windmill dunk, but he did it.
He did it.
He didn't have it's fun to watch him hoop. Like I couldn't tell you the last time outside of Jalen and Trey that the Hawks have had a player that's not a big name player that's like actually fun to watch the hoop. I know a lot of people were willing to count him out when he did come back from injury. I'm like, bro, if you remember for CJ's first 5 games, y'all wanted him dead because it's like they're going to have to fit into a system coming from a Curry centric system to a team ball system. That's not like an easy transition. It's literally
best thing that happened to him, man.
Give Curry the ball, get out the way. Quinn wants everybody to play as one. So Jonathan has to find his footing in that. He came at the latter half of the season. So it's only, you got to give him some grace. And he played decent yesterday. I didn't get to watch the game because I was doing some other stuff. But I checked box score. He did better than what he did in his couple games prior to that because he was back from injury, et cetera, et cetera. And he did have the 75, 35 launcher. That was a nice one. But I think Kuminga is finally like getting a portion of Quinn's basketball, Quinn's philosophy. He is like Leon said, he does get ball stoppy at times, but that's really just like mistakes of him trying to fit in, not knowing where to be on some stuff. Like what game was that? Our last Peachtree night, that was supposed to be Magic City night against Orlando. He had a couple bad plays because he just didn't know where to be. Like that's bound to happen, and people were willing to like just ready to cut him off right there. But I'm like, he has to make the mistake. He had only one way to learn. You're gonna have to make the mistake. So Kuminga's been a fun watch. I like what he's bringing. I think he will be needed in the playoffs because you will need that rim pressure in the playoffs. You will need another guy that can just get there, that can move without the ball. His all ball gravity is pretty decent too. Like he will move without it, so that's always a plus no matter what. Contract wise, I agree with y'all. I'm not giving him no more than 25. I feel like they already have just based on what we know from Jake Fisher and all those guys. I feel like they already have a contract on the table, and you can't do anything now because that's just how that works or whatever. So I feel like they already have a contract on the table. I would try to get him at 18, 20. If he takes a little bit less than that, that just means he's bought into what we want. Him and Anzi, like he hasn't stopped smiling since he got here. I'm pretty sure we're hooking his family up with food because they said they were taking off. I'm pretty sure we giving him whatever they want. Like he legit has not stopped smiling since he's been here. Every time you see Anzi and him together, they're literally dapping up, smiling, playing with like they're just having the time. So it's clear something's already going on. So I like Kuminga. I kind of don't want to give Ant the mic because I already know the shit he's gonna say. But go ahead, Ant. What you got to say, man?
Well, my thoughts are I've accepted it.
I must accept this.
I'm fine with it, and we're just gonna go on to the next topic.
Yo,
that's
what?
Insane, man. What? That's insane, man.
Yeah.
This dude pull a non-answer. I can't with this dude, bro. Like, come on, man. It's okay, bro. It is okay to give it. It's okay to go. Listen. Say what you thought initially.
So
explain why you may or may not have changed your. Hold on. Explain why you may or may not have changed your mind, and then. You can give the reasons why you still are a little bit on the fence, bro. Let's just talk through it.
I can tell you what he said initially.
He gonna tell me what he said.
So, yeah, Kuminga has played like how many games? 6 games, I think, right? I think he had 4 really good games. I think, in my opinion, like 4 really good games, and 2 really bad ones where it's just like, I don't know. So a part of me is just like, on one hand, I thought those 4 really good games were like super duper promising. I like the rim pressure, getting to the free throw line, the rebounding, stuff like that. That's like, it's stuff like that this team needed. It's the reason why we're going on this win streak right now. On the other hand, like, those bad games, those 2 bad games, it's just the stuff that like people have been criticizing Kuminga for years. It's things like the bad shot diet, like him not being able to like really shoot super well, especially from like the mid-range, like that turnover, stuff like that. But for me, like right now, I will say that I'm still like way more positive than I was initially. And if they did re-sign him, I would be be fine with it because I think you could clearly see like he has like way more talent. And I think despite initially not fitting in Steve Kerr's motion offense previously, I think he could like possibly make it work here. It's just I want, like I said to Chris like before, I want to see more. I just maybe he needs that more time, like Marco said, like just to see how it works. Because CJ needed more time, but maybe we're just gonna need more time with Kuminga, and that's fine with me because if he can make it like work out here, then he's just gonna be a really, really good piece for this team, either off the bench or starting because he's athletic, he's physical, he's gonna be like a really good player, I feel like. So it's just right now, like I said, it's more positive than negative. It's just when he's sometimes like the negative stuff when he plays comes out and it's just like I don't really like it at all. I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, that's just me.
All right.
Why are you looking like that, Chris?
I feel you, but like, I feel like I think that people sometimes don't understand that like there's something to be said, and I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. But there's something to be said about guys who can get shots up. And a lot of people don't like to hear that, and I understand that. But like it's not like he can't run guys over and get to the rim. I think like not liking mid-range shots is for guys who can't get like if a guy can't get to the rim, then I'm annoyed when he takes mid-range shots. But Kuminga's taking mid-range shots because teams are so scared of him getting to the rim that they're not allowing it. And I think that there's a difference. I don't think he's necessary. Like there have been a couple times. I feel you, but like I probably like so far, I've probably only seen 2 to 3 shots that I really didn't like. But if he's hitting,
I'm not mad about like him
at least
taking mid-range shots. Like I'm not mad at him doing that. It's just that so far he hasn't been at here and like generally like I feel like most of his career, like he's not necessarily a good mid-range shooter, And I feel like it will be better for him to just be able to just, try find to like go to the rim or something else. Like obviously, like
he does go to the rim.
He goes.
He does. Obviously, that like but it's like sometimes
Go ahead. Go. How many Kuminga? How many Warrior games have you actually watched?
A bunch on national television. Sometimes, like if I bet money, why should it?
So Kuminga is actually a pretty decent mid-range shooter. I think one
is he?
I think the ones you're mad at or complaining about are the more contested, difficult shots that he's going to take them. Everybody's going to take them because after a while you have to kind of take those shots. So I get what you're saying.
Like if I'm wrong, then because from the stuff I saw,
he had his last season. His last season was pretty rough.
Yeah, but that's what I'm probably talking about.
Yeah, but like his overall mid-range numbers are not bad. No.
Okay.
What?
I don't want him taking like the Kevin Garnett 19 footers. You know what I'm saying? But like
Kevin Garnett would step into those.
Yeah, you feel me? Those
he would step forward.
He's a fool.
What I think a lot of people's issue with Kuminga was decision making, right? And I think it's one thing to take like good mid-range shots, and there's bad mid-range shots. And I think if someone is forcing you to take, if they're backing up, right, or they're playing the gaps, and you have to post, and there's no pass, like, and you can get a good shot, take the good shot, right? But you don't want someone forcing shots or forcing drives into traffic, which I'm totally understand that. I don't know that he can't improve on that decision making, right? This is something that reps are a big part of that, and like we see with Zach, right? I think he did something in the last game, and I posted in the chat. I was like, learn from it, because that's what you're supposed to do when you go under the rim and someone just absolutely destroys you, or run into a crowd and they block your shot. Like, go watch the film, look at that, and say, well, next time I'm in this situation, I need to do something else, right? So our plan for all these players is for them to, if they do struggle, to go look at it and make better decisions. I think in this offense, Kuminga has a lot of options, and I think he's already seen that he can just swing it some, and he's going to still get his shots up. So I think the more that happens, the less you'll see the mistakes, and right. And if you take one bad shot again, we've had guys take bad shots on this team for a while. So if he's taking them and it's a short rebound, I don't know if it's a big deal. Yeah,
it's just like they're just such hypocrites.
The ball isn't always going to be in his hands. So I don't know. You have to worry about him like hijacking that many possessions.
Like I said, it's just I want to see more. I want to see more because if he just plays like consistently good, like what he did in those first 4 games, like not first 4 games, but like majority of his time, then I'm gonna be like, okay, it's probably gonna be worth it just signing him because I mean he's just gonna be like this good, honestly. So, but like I told you before, Chris, I mean, like what?
Do y'all remember?
Go.
Do y'all remember like the days where this roster was just chock full of guys scared to take shots, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do y'all remember that? Like, guys just like it's 5 seconds on the clock. Fuck.
Oh yeah, everyone just pass it.
I don't know what to do. Like, where's Trey, bro? Like, tears running down their eyes. Where's Trey, bro? Fuck.
Yeah.
I just like I don't know, man. I think there's something to be said about guys who can get shots up, and like that's like I don't get if you think that sounds stupid. Actually,
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Jesus
sometimes,
Christ.
like
because,
but like, dude, like, man, there's so many guys that have come through these who have been in State Farm Arena that just won't put up shots. Period. All right, and I think confidence matters. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not in love with every mid-range shot he takes, but it's not like Nall. Like when Nall takes a mid-range shot, I'm like, oh yeah, that's butter. Like that guy's, oh gosh, he's a monster. But yeah, it's just the physicality, bro. Like, yeah, like I don't know if y'all know this, man, but when you're banging with a dude, right, around the free throw line, he puts and it's Jonathan Kuminga, and he shut the fuck. I hate you. And he puts that shoulder into you like twice, and he puts that shoulder into you like twice. Like I just want you to know. I want you to know that the next time down, bro, you don't want to deliver that chest blow back, bro. You don't. Like a lot of guys are not gonna want to do that because Kuminga is a big dude. And he might just explode on the scene, like, and just, you know what I'm saying?
He might pop.
He might. So, like, you know, I think like we needed another physical presence on the team. And sometimes that's gonna end up in mid-range shots, and he's not gonna hit all of them. And like, there are gonna be nights where he's off, and there's gonna be nights where it looks bad, and I understand that. But like everything else that he does well, right? And I'm talking about rebounding basketball, like really being a presence on the boards. You know,
and
being physical on defense.
Even his bad games, he was like
standing people up on defense.
Yeah, standing people up on defense.
Games, he was still doing that.
Right? And it's like, ain't gonna lie. Like when he stood, he got the foul. I didn't love the call. I didn't love the call.
Either.
But he fouled Paulo, but he stood him up. Like, I mean, hey, he just let him know he was out there. Like, and it's been a lot of times in the past decade of Hawks basketball I watched where it doesn't really seem like teams think that we're out there, bro. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
Yeah,
gotta make them feel us.
I mean, you do like especially in the league today, man. Like these guys, like, and this goes to what we talk about with Zach all the time. Like, you can say all the bad stuff you want to say about grassroots basketball, but the truth is everybody can't make it. Every child star can't make it. That's the reality of it. Like, that's just the reality. So, but if you know, all it takes is for you to drop 30 twice in a grassroots circuit, and the next time you go to wherever, like they're on you, like they're shoulders in your chest, shoulders in their chest every time you walk by, like there's something to be said about that. Like those guys that builds mental toughness for when you get to the league and you're 18, 19, 20, and these 34, these 25, 30, 35-year-old grown adult men are doing that same stuff, you're a little bit more ready for that, even though you're in a minimized role. So, I'm just saying, like, it's a man's league, bro. And Jonathan Kuminga is a grown ass man.
Yeah.
At 23.
Yeah. I read this thing recently. It was talking about like how the talent level has risen, right? And when the talent rises and it like evens out, the difference becomes the physical traits, right? Your size, speed, athleticism, strength, all that stuff. And you're seeing teams really try to get bigger because they have these options. Like when you got two guys with the same skill, I'm gonna take the bigger dude like almost every time. And you got to be able to match up with teams that are also doing that. So it's just it's slowly but surely you're gonna have to get more guys like Kuminga. If you look at the Pistons, like you got to try to beat the teams like in your conference, right? And that are ahead of you, and Boston and Detroit are two teams in the way, and they're big and strong. Like Boston's not as big right now, but they're strong.
I mean,
they're strong.
I mean,
they're pretty big, but they're strong.
I'm saying they're not as big as what? As when? Like they're still huge.
No. I mean, they've had like
they traded it, like, bro. They acquired the smallest guy they've had in a long time, and they got rid of him before he played 70 games for them.
They put him on the bench immediately.
They traded him for a freaking century the moment they could. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, and you look, like Hugo Gonzalez he's huge.
Literally about to talk
Hugo
about like
Gonzalez
the profile of the randos that come off their bench. They're always like the same size. They're never like thin. They're always
they never draft the skinny shooters, bro. They don't draft the skinny shooters. They draft the 205, 215 pound shooters.
Yeah,
they have a type.
They do every time. Baylor Shireman, huge. Sam Hauser, those guys are huge.
Yeah.
Like you wonder why Dean Wade wasn't on the Celtics. I wonder how he didn't end up on the Celtics too. Might not have been big enough. Pause.
Yeah, we got to get bigger, and that's the thing that I think they've addressed that some. You saw an exodus this year at the deadline, right? Trey went out, Beat went out, Luke went out.
You brought bigger guys.
And you brought bigger guys in.
Yeah. I mean,
or at least more physical, more physical for sure.
That's what Sam Facini said.
Bigger / more physical, yeah.
On his pod, he said he's heard that only wants big, tall, athletic guys. That's what they want around this roster, and that wins games.
So, like, oh man, we gonna find something out because listen,
I'm gonna find a belt line one day.
I know, Auntie. I know what Asa Newell's wingspan was. Don't piss me off in this draft.
But let's talk for our last topic. Let's talk about no, we're not going to talk about a losing player today.
I mean, hey,
hey, look, we ain't gonna get into
that. His starting center had 0-0 at halftime, but I'm gonna be quiet.
Listen, I gotta keep my agenda up. So
a nasty agenda.
But we're gonna talk about quickly. What team would you want the Hawks to face in the playoffs? So right now we are the 6th seed after all the turmoil, all the stuff that we went through. So yeah, because the Heat and the Orlando Magic lost, which is incredibly lucky for the Hawks. So if the standings ended today, we will be facing the Knicks. But the question is, would you rather face the Knicks or the Cavs, or would you want to be back in the play-in, or what you guys think?
I want the Knicks, just because while they are a bit bigger, they have real playoff floppers on that team. They don't have.
So do the Cavs, though, dude.
True.
Like they got the chocolate droppers, bro. Like they
got light for too bright.
Yo,
and the Knicks don't have a real bench, and they already have a problem of running those guys into the ground, their main starters into the ground. Like they play more minutes than they probably really need to, but they kind of
They don't do that anymore, Marco.
Yeah, they don't.
Mike Brown. Tibbs is gone.
Yeah,
Mike Brown be doing it a little bit too now, but that's because
he trust
Jordan Clarkson.
I mean, that's not even do they play Jordan? Does Jordan Clarkson play? Or
Yeah.
I feel like they play Landry Shamet. They don't play Landry Shamet.
I think they play Landry Shamet.
Either way, I think Knicks will be
that seems good.
But I do get the Cavs too, though, because Cavs very much are a. But I Harden does worry me a little bit because he locked in.
Yeah, that's true. But they also brought back Max Strus, so he's finally healthy again. And I kind of like, all right, they're kind of thin at the 3. Like I know they play Dean Wade at the 3 some with Mobley and JA, but when JA's not out there and they're playing Mobley at the 5 and they got like Max Strus, Jalen Tyson, and I'm looking at Kuminga and Zach, and I'm like, oh no, I might want to see. I might want to see that.
They were too small for us on the perimeter before we added Kuminga and got rid of our small guys. So.
Yeah. I think I'm fine with everybody first round.
Yeah, I don't. That's a great question. I've put a lot of thought into that. Go ahead, Marco. I'm gonna shut up.
I know you're good, but I think I'm fine. Like I said, I'm fine with everybody. But like even if we somehow face the Pistons first round, I wouldn't be too. Like I'd be a little worried, but I wouldn't be like worried because one, JB does not know how to coach inside of a playoff atmosphere. Like he legit just can't get that stick out his ass when it comes to that. Two, young team, they're gonna fuck up. And as a team, as a coach, you're going to tell them just exploit every fuck up they do. So the only team I'll be worried about truly is the Celtics. Just because that is a legit powerhouse. No matter who they put on that floor, that is a powerhouse. One of y'all can have it now.
Go ahead, Chris.
Who do I want the most?
Yeah, who do you want the most?
I would love to beat the Knicks in the first round more than I would like to beat the Cavs for sure. I don't want the Raptors. I think that's a messy matchup. They're like big. Celtics and Pistons are pretty good. Cade's lungs are messed up, but I don't want to fall back to where we're the 8th seed anyway. Like I need to be 6 or higher.
I don't want to play in basketball.
Yeah, I want to avoid the play-in.
I want to be free from the shackles of the Atlanta Hawks Invitational.
Yeah. I want to play the Knicks. I would love to ruin Brunson. This man trying to get paid and getting beat in the first round would be so that would be so sweet. But also the Cavs are a team that I feel like the Hawks match up with well last couple years. They're still committed to this 2-guard backup under 6'4". So as long as they're doing that, we got a size advantage. And so yeah, either Knicks or Cavs, I'm leaning Knicks.
Just wish that Quinn Snyder would go back to 18 for 18, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
I feel strongly about this, as you know. And I think that would fix some of our problems. I understand not wanting to play Mo with JK a lot. Because the shooting is a little iffy there, but your backup center is Landale, so
I mean, if he would just play like Mo, if Landale's like having a bad night, just do that.
Well documented. Not the biggest Zachary Ricochet fan, but like he should be playing more than he's playing, just flat out. Like I don't want to see Corey Kispert as much as I see him.
Yes, please. Like
I agree. And I do know why he does it. I'm not great.
Care to share with the class, Marco?
Kispert just moves the ball better than Zach. Like he can get in the hole, like he can actually drive it without getting bullied, and he actually can dump it off to somebody without losing the ball as well. We've seen Zach drive to the hole, get pushed, he loses the ball.
Yeah, I would say Kispert functions in the offense better than Zach when it comes to like extending advantages, right, and then moving it. We've seen Zach flash like random like passing when he can get to the lane like uncontested.
Unencumbered,
Yeah, but if he got to drive by somebody, Like Corey actually trying to dunk on people, he can't complete them. But
yeah, man, but he be trying to punch it on dudes. But see again, like that's that American. That's that American energy, bro. That's just that. American. We just want to. It's that eagle energy, bro. That you just
eagle energy.
Manifest destiny all over that rim.
I'm telling you, I'm just telling you, bro. The French guys, they want to do a little finger. They want to do a little finger roll. They want to drop it in the rim. They want to just lay it in softly, you know. Stones and you know, escargot, whatnot.
Escargot.
What is that, bro?
I'm sorry. Like, I'm really piling it on at this point. I'm sorry, but like, he just. I mean, like, he needs to get stronger for sure. And, you know, we got to teach this 21-year-old how to dribble. So, yeah, I guess Zach's turning 21 soon. Make sure y'all wish Zach a happy birthday if we don't have it.
April 8th.
An episode.
I believe it's his birthday.
Yeah.
I'll put some scones on the grill.
You guys want to know why I learned that?
No,
why is that?
Because people have been telling me this boy's age for the last 2 years. So I had to find out when he's turning 21 because last season I got he's 19. This season,
I don't know, man. Like the names are getting less and less impressive, bro. It was Franz Tatum.
Talk about a real birthday.
It was Franz Tatum. Now it's Mikhail. What's it going to be next year? What's it going to be next year?
We're going to be OG. We're going to be OG and Novi.
Oh, gee.
How?
I'm not.
Listen, we're saving for next episode.
Don't fall for the bait.
Like OG is Kuminga.
We're saving it for next episode.
Kuminga, bro.
We're saving it for next episode.
He want to
save it for next Steve Rogers, dog.
We're saving
trying to be Kuminga.
Yo, what? He's gonna have to
super French serum if he coming back like that.
Super French.
Captain France.
Captain Napoleon.
He legit needs to come back as Captain Baguette if you think he's gonna go. Like I'm not. All right, happy belated birthday, Dyson. Let's talk about a real birthday.
Do they test for the Super Soldier Serum?
Oh yeah, but like, listen, like for real though, like my backcourt, man. Listen, I asked some people on TL. It's been a couple months now to tell me what the word guard means, bro. Somebody look it up for me. What's the definition of the word guard? Okay. That's what that just look it up. And you'll be able to know what your guards are supposed to do, bro. Somebody's typing.
I didn't know if we actually were doing
watch over in order to protect or control, protect against damage or harm.
I think Dyson Daniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker do a great job of that.
Dyson,
I gotta say.
Dyson's actually great at protecting us against damage or harm on defense, and he also doesn't turn the ball over, which is crazy.
Listen, people the turnover aversion has been extremely
amazing. He's been good. Considering how little ball handling duties he's been like given as an NBA player, how much it's grown like dramatically
this season,
recently.
Like, the way him and Jalen have grown throughout this season alone has been ridiculously impressive. Like ridiculously. Unlike that other guy, who just stays the same.
Rest.
But he's rebounding more. He's rebounding more.
Oh yeah, rebounding. Brad did mention that on the pod when he came on.
One more year. Let's give it one more year.
Yeah, before we got to worry about paying him real money.
One more year. Let's run back.
Think we can get $200K for Zach? We only got like 100 for Kobe.
I went to AP and spent $200K. Fuck you talking
about? Might get a penthouse condo.
Shit, man.
This ain't what happened. Final.
I got some final thoughts.
We're on final thoughts. I'm gonna let Leon go first.
Go ahead,
AJ DeBonta's gonna look great next to a big skilled Onyeka Okongwu, man. That's it.
Okay. Cool. Chris, any final thoughts?
Chris, final thoughts. My final thoughts. Shout out Quinn Snyder. We talk about how he's been pretty stubborn, but he was willing to make a change to the starting lineup and bench Zachary Ricochet in favor of CJ McCollum. And the Hawks have taken off since then. It's been one of the best net ratings in the NBA. Shout out Quinn.
Marco, final thoughts?
Shout out Quinn, man. Like you've made basketball so much easier for this team. Like it's been so good to watch shit. You probably can put Ant out there and he'll know what to do. So shout out Quinn, man. Let's make it 12 tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get these big dubs. It's nice to be in the part. It's nice to have the longest winning streak in the league. You know, something to brag about. I don't give a damn who was against. You go win 12 games.
One more. Oh, you done? One more thing when you're done.
All right, and shout out Dyson, man. You know, I don't know where this team would be without you, man. You know, a lot of folk don't want to admit that.
Hell, bro.
But Dyson is the file holding everything together. That
is the paperclip.
All right, I'm done.
I just want y'all to know that there are some people who told me that CJ McCollum was a worse defender than he who may not be named, bro. And I watched CJ McCollum block Cooper Flag, bro. I watched that with my own eyes. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna say the rest of the message. That's all I gotta say.
No. My final thoughts are I'm on booze control, man.
I'm with the AP for 200K.
Booze control.
Rainbow.
Let's go. Cam Boozer to the Hawks. Let's go. He's going to win this tournament. We're going to get pick 3. We're going to draft him. Everything's going to be fine, man.
Win what tournament?
I mean, and
do not bet on Duke winning tournament, Ant. I don't know how many tournaments you tuned into. Duke is always good. Dog, they ain't winning.
Don't worry. Cam Boozer always wins. Watch. I'm telling you.
It would be crazy. It would be crazy if they did. But, like, with the guys that they have hurt, I don't see it. Like, if they
had Big
healthy,
Pat.
If everybody was healthy, like, I think they'd have a chance. But with Caleb and...
Isn't Caleb out? Oh, no. We're talking about something.
Yeah, Caleb Foster and Pat Gong out. I just don't see it, bro.
Yeah. Don't worry. Anything's possible in this world, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything's possible.
They almost lost
the game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Did they lose?
You said, Marco?
They almost lost.
You said
did they lose?
Duke. They almost lost.
I thought you said something.
They should have never been in that position.
Did they lose though?
Man,
did they lose?
Did they lose?
Yeah.
Did they lose?
Man.
Whatever
you say, bro. Duke's almost lost to Siena.
The elite Siena, the greatest Siena college of all time.
Like, dude, like if you like took the word out of that logo, I would not have been able to place the university.
Norfolk State. Just would have guessed something for you.
No, you're crazy. North Dakota State, though.
North Dakota State. But with that, we'll see you all next time on the next episode of Hard Knock Hawks. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Shout out Quinn Snyder, dog.